Well, this month unemployment fell once again to a rate of 6.6%, down from a high of 8.4% in December 2011. Additionally, the National Institute of Economic and Social Research have also published their latest forecasts and predict that the UK has now attained levels of output higher than pre-recession levels of activity. So that was positive this month as well. Additionally, the IMF visited the UK economy on their annual inspection visit and were positive on the macroeconomic performance, but also its prospects for the future. Well, this month the nationwide house price survey once again showed that annual house price inflation is running at more than 10%, which indicates still that there's a significant amount of froth in the UK housing market. But on the flip side this month, both the Bank of England and the Royal Institute of Chartered Surveyors produced survey data which indicated there may be a cooling of conditions in the housing market, particularly around mortgage approvals and buyer sentiment. Finally, both RBS and Lloyds have announced that they're going to restrict the conditions of lending on larger loans of more than £500,000, perhaps in anticipation of wider macroprudential measures to be brought in by the Bank of England to cool the housing market. May witnessed an increase in the value of construction contracts awarded, with the total value awarded £5.3 billion for the month. This was an increase of 5% from April, but it's a decrease in value of about 3% from this time last year, which indicates while the market's still performing strongly, perhaps that sort of increase or great increase in the value of contracts has cooled somewhat. Well, in May, the commercial and retail sector had a strong month, with the values of contracts awarded over 19% higher than April, though this was still below the levels recorded in May 2013. The residential sector also had a strong month in May and continues to be the main sector in terms of the values of contracts awarded within construction. Hotel and leisure sector was another sector which performed well in May, with 3 large hotel contracts awarded in the month in Cambridge, Aberdeen and London. The education sector also stood out in May, with significant increases both from April and from May last year in terms of the value of contracts. On the downside, the infrastructure sector, while being up slightly from April, is still significantly down on the levels of value of contracts awarded recorded this time last year.